Hello everybody, it is Thursday, May 30th, and that lady from the Trump organization, that black lady from the Trump organization, she goes by U.S. Attorney Antoinette. She also goes by Brenda Cooper, Michelle Cooper from T-Tech Bank of America, Allied Universal Conduit. She gave me a really nasty infection on the side of my head, which is like really, really serious. It's not going away for like a year now. And luckily I went to a doctor on Pearl in Santa Monica, on Pearl and Lincoln. His name is Dr. Benjamin, and it's LA Care, but I found out that LA Care actually has a group that actually pays. It's called Allied, similar to like Allied Universal. It's called LA Care Ally, but it's not really LA Care. It's more like Blue Shield Promise without the LA Care. Somehow it's under the LA Care umbrella, but it's separate from LA Care. So you should check out Allied and Dr. Benjamin on Pearl and Lincoln. He prescribed this medicine called Panadol. It's a really good medicine, and it has like a diarrhea effect. So you have to little mistuff it on the ball all the time. But it does take care of the syphilis, the gonorrhea, the herpes, the pox, smallpox, the chicken pox, the monkey pox. I had a hat, and I bought a hat from the Ross store and Burlington Coat Factory. And this fucking nigger, she calls herself the U.S. Attorney, Antoinette. She got her guy, this black guy, to give me a hat with some serious flesh-eating, man-eating worm that is like eating my entire head. And the pus, it's like an oil that drips down into my neck. On top of that, they gave me clothing from Guess and other clothing at the Burlington Coat Factory that was really clothing from Simone Silva, who's like pretty much like Donald Trump's wife. And now I got like this infection all over my back. I got it on my legs. I got it on my hips. I got it all over my body. And I'm sort of like a prisoner of war now, like John McCain. POW, and I told the DPSS and the ETAT unemployment insurance that I have special needs because according to LA Care in the year 2022, they announced that there is the special care for homelessness. Now, I'm not homeless because I come here with my hands out. I'm homeless because I'm a victim of domestic violence of the Trump organization. And I'm homeless because they stole my money. The district attorney stole my money. And they're finally cracking down now. It's hammer time. Because there's biological warfare going on here. It's similar to like World War III. And this is because there is an antitrust, which is why I started a lawsuit against Gavin Newsom, because he's allowing all this, It's not, I know that Gavin Newsom and his son Robert Gevers have like hacked the computer system with Genesis Consulting. And, now he's coming around, but still, they continue to steal my EDD unemployment insurance. And they have incarcerated many people for EDD. They have incarcerated many people at DPSS. But it's like they're into this worship and, meet the new boss, same as the old boss, like the song from The Who. And there's like people from New Jersey coming here and people from Chicago. It's almost like the Black Lives Matter riots are going to like start all over again. Because, if you're part of the Trump organization and if you're in the network, like, for example, Sister State Money Judgments Enforcement, okay, what happened to me is that I was going through severe emotional and intense physical and emotional pain and suffering, which caused me to drink because my whole life fell apart because of the divorce. And they used a key fab in Orange County to trespass Avalon Huntington Beach. I'm paying $26,500 a month for a secure environment. They trespassed the front door key fab. They trespassed the elevator key fab. Came up to my apartment 477 at 7400 Center Avenue, Huntington Beach, and started like banging on the door. On top of that, they have U.S. Marshals hanging out in the community room on the second floor. And I'm fearing for my life because they want to take me back to New Jersey. They're saying that I'm crazy. It's a 51-5250. And this is all part of the Trump organization. The Trump organization, if you're in their network, they take care of you. They set you up, they frame you, criminal entrapment. They'll throw you in prison, you get out, or somehow they make you look like you're crazy when you're not, similar to like the Banana Republic Saturday Night Live commercial. And also there's a song called Are You Okay Now by 2 Unlimited. But what I'm saying here is that they're framing you and they're financially suffocating you. They're taking all your money. You cannot do anything. They even coming into your phone now with this, these people from the Middle East and Iran, with this Aryan Brotherhood, Aryan Circle, where they're using IBM, Microsoft, Unisys, SolarWinds software that was developed by the CIA, direct link software. They're coming into your phone and they're stealing your email address, they're stealing your phone number, and because of that, they're impersonating you, ID theft, they're taking your unemployment insurance, they're taking your CalFresh, your food stamps, your welfare money. You have no money available. I've been wearing this thing over here. They give me $221 in DPSS. I said I have expenses of over $10,000 because the hotels are so expensive, and I also had at least 1.5, if not 2.5 billion, because I was going to buy a house in Santa Monica. But the district attorney, George Gasson, stole it from me because I found out that they have a relationship with my first wife, Karen Teresa Casarino Cono. And luckily for my second wife, Mariani Cavajo, Ribeiro, she told me her maiden name is Ramos, and also a Pedicito. But I found out that Castro might actually be my first wife, Karen Castorino, by the name Castro. And, you know, it was like a lesbian marriage, is what I'm understanding now. And my second wife was set up where they gave her like severe herpes, pox, syphilis, gonorrhea infection that it turns into AIDS and COVID-19, and she died a painful death. But she did that to help me, is what I'm figuring out. And so I have great gratitude towards Mariani Cavajo, Mariani Ribeiro, and this is what's going on. So also, I sent a letter to Gavin Newsom because I'm saying, Gavin Newsom, I have a lawsuit against you because City National Bank is committing a coup d'etat. You know, that's the Royal Bank of Canada, City National Bank, along with the South Americans and the Armenians with the Aryan Circle Brotherhood. Gavin Newsom, they have hijacked the Franchise Tax Board. They have hijacked the EDD, the DPSS, the welfare. They have hijacked the ACP, which is California Lifeline, and the free phones. They even eliminating the phones. They have taken away the 99-cent store. I mean, talk about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. This is like, if you're in the Trump organization, it's all hunky-dory, you know? Happy-go-lucky, you're part of the Trump organization. They take care of you. And then, you know what? When it's time to worship, because it's sort of like Waco, Texas, and Everest, Jonestown, and the First Presbyterian Church of Oakland, Everest, and Waco, Texas. It's like, yeah, you're in the network, the Trump organization, they take care of you, but when it's your time to get murdered, which is worship, because worship is not a law. There's no law that allows worship, but they murder you and they take all your money, which is a pyramid Ponzi scheme. And that's what's going on. So if you want to vote for Trump, if you're in his network, you're lucky, but then you're working for the man. Because when it's your time to get murdered, they're going to take it off from you. So you're basically working for the man. And this Trump organization and this corruption, this coup d'etat of the California courts and the United States of America, it's a coup d'etat. They have hijacked the whole country, and they're trying to take over the government. They're trying to replace the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. They're trying to bring back the 13th Amendment reversal, which is indentured servants, and make you a slave again. The 14th Amendment, the right to privacy, is like completely, you know, they're coming into your phone. It's beyond trespassing. They're destroying. They're damaging. And I sent a letter to Gavin Newsom and Patricia Guerrero and the Secret Service because I filed a motion to intervene. So President Joe Biden is an intervener, and the Secret Service is an intervener because I've asked the California Highway Patrol to enforce contempt of court for many defendants, and the California Highway Patrol is providing protective services, but they're not conducting law enforcement. So I sent a letter to withdraw a motion to strike my ADR 109, which is alternate dispute resolution. So I'm officially saying now that, you know, Gavin Newsom, California Highway Patrol, California courts, that is the original jurisdiction, personal jurisdiction, because I'm in California and state of California. But now I am withdrawing because I'm going to file a writ of mandamus and transfer my case to the U.S. Supreme Court and bank, which means to the grand jury made up of grand jury judges. And I'm taking my case to the grand jury because it is subject matter jurisdiction. It's beyond jurisdiction of personal injury. You know, it's not personal injury here. They're trying to replace the Bill of Rights, and there's fraud going on with the IRS, and the U.S. is the fault. This is a subject matter jurisdiction that the grand jury of the U.S. Supreme Court wants to hear. So unless Gavin Newsom puts his foot down and stops this antitrust pyramid Ponzi scheme that's going on, where Facebook is making money from it. Facebook is Meta Platforms is trying to legitimize the murder of children and legitimize the murder business for money. You know, they're trying to make it commercial. They're trying to like public companies to get into the murder business. It's crazy. So I'm asking Gavin Newsom, I'm asking Patricia Guerrero that, you know, if you don't crack down on this, when it's time for a search and seizure to confiscate and recover the money, Gavin Newsom, you're not getting any of that money. California Highway Patrol, you're not getting any of that money because I'm transferring the money now to the U.S. Supreme Court and the federal government, and they're going to pay everybody. They're going to do the distribution. And Gavin Newsom, you better do something because I have a lawsuit against you, 22ST 27094, along with your son, Robert Gevers and Vince Newsom with Genesis Consulting, and you've hijacked the CVS pharmacy in the hospital. You better do something